Today I choose to follow you.
Good morning. It's Tuesday, the 15th of August, and this is Coffee with God. Trust that you got a decent cup of coffee to start the day. And if you have your Bibles, turn to 1 Peter 4, verses 9 and 10. Peter was the son of the brother of Jesus, and as such, he grew up with him, saw all that he went through, the life that he lived, the path that he followed as he followed after God, and did all the things that he did for those 3 years, and then he's arrested, crucified, killed, rises from the dead, ascends on high, and Peter becomes a minister in the church that Jesus founded. And it must have been an incredible perspective that he has. And he writes to the readers, and he says in a whole lot of things, a whole list of things that we can spend a lot of time on. He says in verse 9, "Be hospitable to one another without complaint. As each one has received a special gift, employ it in serving one another as good stewards of the multifaceted grace of God." And I want to start there with multifaceted grace of God. A diamond is cut and has various faces, and each one, as you turn a diamond, each one catches the light and reflects the light in a different way, and it sparkles, and that's what makes a diamond so beautiful. And the grace of God is not one-faced, it's multifaceted. Dit het baie dele, dit het baie aspekte, die genade van God. En dan kyk ons na 'n Christen en sê, "Jog, daai ou bid so mooi." Dan kyk ons na 'n ander en sê, "Hy is so sagmoedig." En ons kyk na 'n ander en sê, "Hy is so liefdevol." Al daai is maar die genadegawes van God wat hy vir ons gee, en ons as die liggaam word die totale prentjie van sy genade in en deur sy liggaam. And each one of us has a part to play in reflecting the grace of God. So be sure to be aware of God's presence, as we said yesterday, in your life, that He's always with you and that He's working through you. He's giving you a grace that impacts other lives. Because again, the grace is not just for you. He says here very clearly, as each one has received a special gift. Now, it's not just special. You're special and you receive a special gift. You're unique and you receive a unique gift. And you're to employ it in serving one another as good stewards. But how do we do that? What must our mindset be if we're going to be available to serve? As ons gereed wees en bereid gaan wees om te dien, wat gaan ons denkwyse, hoe gaan ons die samelewing benader? Well, verse 9, be hospitable to one another without complaining. You know, we can do things for people, but in the process we can complain about so much of what we're doing and why we have to do it because that person is this and this person is that. If our approach and our mindset is shaped, if we're not selfish in our hearts, if we're not grievous in our hearts about giving, we'll be open and available to be hospitable to one another without complaint. And in doing that, we will share the gifts, the grace gifts, the special gifts that God has given us with one another for the benefit of each one. Trust that you have a wonderful Tuesday, and as the Lord gives you opportunity to be hospitable, to be available, to put a cold rag on a burning forehead, that you would be available to do that. Have a wonderful Tuesday.